I'm like, what?
You're live now.
I know. I see it. I see me
Oh,
live. I gotta get
That's
guns and
just like
range.
that.
I gotta.
That
I'm making
that's like
feature
that.
book
Solomon
because
Toko.
like
That's
that.
just
Who?
like Solomon Toko. That Solomon Toko guy. They were saying that he was able to summon
Oh, that book.
angels
We
from
were talking about
another
that shit. That's
dimension.
right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. They cut him in
Dimension.
half,
Yeah.
and he
That's
was
right.
able to
That
make
guy,
his
was
body
he not?
come back together
Was
and
he
all kind of stuff.
Cameroonian or was he Nigerian? Put back together. Yeah,
I,
he's in France or some
I
shit.
think he was
Was he Cameroonian or was
Angolan.
he Nigerian?
He was in. I think he was Angolan.
Angolan. Okay, yeah, Angolan. Right. Yeah, he's Angolan. You're right. He's Angolan. Yeah. They tried to kill him, cut his body part. He sold his body back together, just came back together. I mean, because they couldn't kill his ass. I gotta get that book. I
Yeah.
gotta refresh myself up on that. But these are all the powers that are gonna come back online, black people. Not the, and it's called guns and rain. The most shit just appear out to eat them kids. Like, what the hell's going on? Because, like you said, their minds were already Christianized. Their minds, the people fighting, their minds are all fucked up. He said, then they turned their back, went back to the same Christian shit that didn't save them. It was the spiritual cast they got in the book. It was the spiritual. It was a shaman that went interdimensional on that ass, start having them killing them damn Europeans. As he said, I'm gonna make that a book report. We gotta do that book, like he said, Guns and Rain. He said this book will blow your damn mind. That book will blow your mind. And it was a white man that wrote it. That went in and talked to the shaman and talked about what happened. He like, man, if we didn't see it, we wouldn't even believe it. Because they minds are all Christianized too, all messed up with them lies. And said you would have a lion just appear from nowhere and just maul a bunch of white people, just kill them, just but like 5 lions just come out of nowhere and just be mauling motherfuckers. He said all you hear in the bush is white people hollering. Because I always did
um,
wonder, how did those kids in Zimbabwe win that war? Go ahead, thank you.
and peace and love, family. Welcome to the Black Watch Network Africa Today Show. I know we have been having that conversation in the background. Someone might wonder what is happening and what is our kid talking about. But nonetheless, we want to welcome everyone, Sister Michelle El Zube, to the show. You're saying hello, everyone, and also unapologetically be one who is a melanated warrior. Thank you so much
But
for joining us.
when I was talking about, let me say what I was talking. When I'm talking
Yeah.
about families, how Zimbabwean beat the Rhodesian army, how these group of kids won the war. How did these group of children beat a highly mechanized army? Also had Marines from Vietnam in there that were highly trained mercenaries, and also the South Africans came up, right? So you had a whole group of white Mzungu mechanized army against the children. And they said, and the white guy was saying, tell the truth, it was the spiritual, it was the shaman that got into other dimensions and called help up another dimension. They said lions and all kind of shit would just appear from nowhere. They just start, like they said, a group of lions just appeared from nowhere. Wasn't no lions there. They just appeared. Next, you hear white people hollering, screaming, and white lions ripping their ass apart. Ah! Ah! Somebody get
It
these lions off
it
of
was
me. Ah!
and it was a movie about that. I think it was called Ghost in the Dark or something. But it was about
Those,
these lions
yeah,
that was
but
attacking British.
that was back in that's back in the 1900s. That was, yeah, that's when they first colonized in Africa. Yeah,
But they
in the
said that they
1800s.
was the ancestors was taking the form of the lions to kill
Oh, might
the
have been,
British at that time. Yeah.
could have been, could have been. I know that. Some of what happened in Zimbabwe. Kind of crazy. So I have to read that, but remember that book as a case study. You got to know that you got to know that there are other dimensions, and you as black people can harness other dimensions. You've been lied down. You've been dumbed down through these fake false religions. You've been lied to. You got rid of all your ancient traditions, taking on European traditions who could only deal in the 5 senses. You black people are interdimensional. You need to know this again. And so this book, like I said, I'm sure white people don't want it to come out. Like you said, that book should be a movie, but they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make that make that movie. Just like the brother said, they know all this. I've been saying, of course, they know all this. The elite damn sure know that that interdimensional shit is real. Like when me and Zoe did the show a couple weeks ago about the damn red goggles. They were looking at other dimensions and shit. Like, oh shit, that's real. But black people can go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just saying, this particular book, it's available on Amazon. It's by David Lyne. It's called Guns and Reigns, and there's a bit of an excerpt.
Yeah, I'm going
which
to
says,
read it. I'm gonna buy it and read it as a book club thing. I'm gonna read that during the show. A couple shows reading it because I think it'd be a great read. Like he said, I ain't know nothing about it. He blew my mind. I said, "What? What's this book called?" He said, "I can't put it down." He said, "Me growing up a Christian, it got my mind all messed up." Because he's
Hey, Keith, what about
Zimbabwean.
that
Go ahead, though.
that one book? It was like something about the history of the white races. It's a trilogy book. Remember the one I told you about? The brother had wrote it. It
Which
was
one is
about
it
that.
called?
I forgot what it. Uh, Doggone, it's something about the history of the white races in Europe, and it tells you about how they was all into witchcraft and all this different stuff. I thought I had sent you the link on the book, man.
You
It's a
might have
trilogy,
had it. I
but
might have forgot about. You might have had it. I might have forgot about it. You sure you probably did. I can't remember everything. You probably did send it to me. I just can't
on,
remember. I'm
on
sure
the
you
excerpt
did.
of On the excerpt of this honor says throughout our country, scores of spirit mediums also gave active support to the resistance with their ancestors, with the help of their skill, and with their help, the skill of the war expanded into an astonishing act of collaboration between the ancestors and their descendants, the past and the present, the living and the dead. That is a little bit of the excerpt according to
Yeah,
David
they
Lang.
were calling the ancestors. They were showing up, killing these crackers. You believe in all this fake religion, fake Jesus, fake Allah, all that old fake ass shit. You destroyed your own damn, like people destroyed their own damn power. And because I always did when I said, how those group of ragtag children, I always said that. I said, that's why I always had respect for Mugabe. I said, how can a ragtag group, I said, these were children. These are 14 and 15-year-old kids that have shoes and shit. It wasn't no warriors. They were children. And you went up against one of the most highly mechanized armies in the world. South Africans, the Rhodesians, and the no good Mzungu Americans, and the British who came down there. Because it's about not letting an African country go. It's about always projecting white power. This looks bad on white people. But we're not controlling these niggas and stealing their land. Stealing all their land and making them do what we want them to do.
Hey,
Children.
Teddy Brown, do you see his spikes? Go ahead,
Teddy
Spike.
Brown says the book is Teddy Brown. Thank you so much for joining us. You're saying that finally the book is called "Kicked Out of Heaven," Volume 1 to 3. I don't know if it's the same as he's talking about. Is it the one?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Kicked out of heaven. That's it.
I think
check that out too. I didn't read it. I didn't check it out.
So I wanted to share y'all with something with y'all I had seen the other day. It was ironic. So they were talking about sequoias, the giant trees, that get over 300 feet tall, like the redwoods, right?
Was it California?
Yeah, the sequoias in California. So these are in California. So they're saying that there's a specific type of sequoia, and this sequoia is called the albino sequoia, and it has no chlorophyll in the plant. So check this
Oh
out. The
shit,
I
that's the tree melanin.
y'all
Oh, go ahead.
you're gonna hear you're gonna hear the similarities. It's gonna blow your mind. So they
Go
called the
ahead.
chlorophyll, like they said chlorophyll is similar to melanin in humans, right? So
Melanin.
they're
It is
saying
melanin.
how
Yeah.
they're saying yeah, so they're saying how the albino sequoias, in order for them to survive, they have to form a parasitic relationship through the roots
Relationship
with the
with the. Mm-hmm.
normal sequoias, because they can't live, they
Ah,
can't get
damn.
what they need on their own. And so, man, the similarities between white people and black people with
Strikes.
these trees was like one to
Uh-huh.
one. I was like, oh my goodness. They're saying how
I know that
these
it's
albino
nature, boy.
sequoias, they can't synthesize anything that they need, just like the white man can't create nothing that they need. They got to sit there and steal everything we create. Man, it's ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
What is the name of
Yeah.
that plant again? You saying what is the name of the plant again? They find them.
Albino
Oh, it's
Sakura.
albino sequoia.
Okay, I'll check it up
I'll
as
put
well.
it in. I'll put it in the chat so
Okay, kindly
you
do.
can
Albino
spell it.
Sequoia. Just say Sequoia tree. Vice can do it on Google. Just say albino Sequoia. And the funny part, like I said, when we said had no chlorophyll, yeah, chlorophyll is the melanin of the plant. Because that's what black people are. We're just living plants. We're supposed to, we synthesize like just like plants. We're supposed to be in the sun. That's why sun benefits us. And so he's just, you find it right there in nature. See, everything, how funny you find the truth in nature. If it's not in nature, it's not real. You go right there and find nature that you got an albino that can't synthesize light because it doesn't have chlorophyll. It's got a parasitical relationship with the with the regular sequoia. And that's everybody on the planet compared to the black person, the Negro. It's a parasitic relationship. Parasitical.
I think what because of them lacking the melanin, they will try to be parasitic and take off all the energy of our black people without them without us knowing, you know. And I see. I'm just trying to get the image of the same. I haven't seen it earlier. Shepherd says, "Oh no, even the plants." Let me share the image. I hope this. Let me share the image of the sequoia.
The only difference between a chlorophyll molecule and a hemoglobin molecule is that hemoglobin has iron and chlorophyll has magnesium. And they're
Yeah.
saying that initially, when we were a blue black or bluish green hue, we
Blue
was
skin people.
black, that we at that time we had magnesium in our blood at a higher
Bloodstream
rate,
more,
so we was actually
more than
able
I.
to feed off of the
Yeah.
sun, just like plants are able to feed from the sun.
Not the sun.
So you're taking it. You're feeding directly from the sun. Was it? Didn't get the point. Just come again.
Yeah, what?
Well, I'm
What's this like?
saying when we had a higher percentage of magnesium in our blood. We were breatharians at that time. We was able to get all of our nutritional needs
It was
from
a, yeah,
sunlight
he said it
and,
was better
and air.
sun. He said it was better when, he just said in the past we were more of a magnesium based blood vessel than iron today. Like I said, most white people are copper. That copper shit. That's fucking negative. That goddamn big head octopi. That octopus blood. But yeah, so we probably more magnesium based, he's saying. How we felt in the iron, I don't know that because we become denser, the vibration level fell, maybe that's it. I don't know. I would have to go back and do the research on that.
Well,
But yeah,
if I've I've looked at quantum chemistry, and that they were saying how every molecule on a periodic chart basically is number one, which is hydrogen. It's just vibrating at a higher frequency, got
vibrate a
more
certain
energy. As a
frequency.
result, is giving you the
Exactly.
signature of all these other molecules on the periodic chart. So,
Yeah, that's
like
what
like like
I
what
said.
what
Yeah.
we're saying, from magnesium to iron is just a lower vibratory rate. If you look at magnesium on the
See,
periodic chart and see where it falls on the chart, you'll see that iron has a lower valence electron count than magnesium
yes,
does.
yes, yes, exactly. I think that's why I said I think we fell Yeah, the vibration, because all of it's light. All of it's nothing but light, and it depends on what vibratory level it's at. Whatever density, that's where you get the element on the periodic table. It's light at a denser vibration. That gives you iron, steel, magnesium, whatever. So that's why I said we had to fall from magnesium-based vibration level down in the iron. Everything is vibration. We know how the universe actually works. We can
Magnesium
see.
is
So
Mg
what
spikes.
Zoe said,
Yeah.
he figured out. So when we know how the universe actually works, we can figure it out. We know it's because there's a vibratory shift that happens. Everything on the periodic table is nothing but light at a vibratory rate at a certain frequency. Certain frequency causes the density and gives you that element. So
I don't.
as we loosen up the frequency, as we loosen up as we get higher in frequency, we loosen up the magnetic field, so we become less dense. And we go back to what Zoe said is again, we go back to hydrogen. We go back to what vapor. That's what we are. We come from when we're in the ether or the etherical world, we're nothing but hydrogen again. We're back into non-physical existence. You get it? So as we fall to exist, as the vibratory rate falls, that's when all the elements, according to the magnetic field and the frequency it falls into, is what it will be. Because at the end of the day, it's all light. It's all light. All that shit is light, just at a certain vibratory rate.
And I see magnesium weight, the AMZ rate. It has been a minute since I took a look at the periodic table, and I even have seen the distribution of all the elements on the periodic table. It has been a minute, but nonetheless, Teji Brown, you're saying, I think I got that comment earlier. Thank you so much for joining us. And Melody Dory says sounds about it. That is albino. I believe that you're about the albino on sequoia. And Bombi Danfa, thank you so much for joining us on the show. You're saying peace and love, our family, peace and love to you too. We trust that you're all doing well in Ethiopia, and that everything is coming up just well. And which other comment I meet? Sister Donasi, this is One Pimp Afro. Thank you so much also for joining us on the show. We love and appreciate you taking the time to be part of the Black Watch Fire Network Africa today.
Yeah, there were Ami Akbar just raping and Bumpy Danvers up there with Ami Akbar just raping, killing, all kind of heinous ass.
That is in northern. That is in Ethiopia, where things are crazy right now in Ethiopia. But nonetheless, I want to show us a video of another place where things are pretty much crazy as well. But this was a comment. This was a video, I believe, that was shared by Godfrey the comedian, Geoffrey the comedian. But let me Godfrey the comedian. But let me share this video briefly and see what people have to. I think also Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley.
Spice, after you play this one, could you play the one I sent you in chat about the Kenyan guy that was killed? Since that kind of ties into what Keith was talking about initially.
Oh, okay. Let me go back to that as well. Let me share this briefly and then go back to the other one.
Okay.
Ooh, she spit on her once. Yo, I want you guys to watch this. Ooh, she spit on her once. White lady spit on her caretaker. She spit on her twice. Spit on this woman twice. And she just brushed it off. She's cleaning up, minding her business. Oh, she spit on her again. Yo. Oh, motherfucker. Yo, this woman took that shit. She took that shit. Let me tell you something about this shit right here, yo. This old woman who looks like a fucking balled up piece of homework. Can you believe that? When you spit on someone, that's dehumanizing. You can smack a motherfucker, whatever. But when you spit on somebody, that is fucking dehumanizing. This shit right here. See, I'd have thrown the bitch out the fucking window, man. I don't give a fuck how old she is. Bullshit. This is bullshit. That's somebody's mother. That's someone's sister. That's somebody's auntie. This is what it is. These black caretakers, I don't know if everybody goes through this, but these black caretakers taking care of these old white motherfuckers, racist motherfuckers, because she's from that era. That white woman is from that era. She's probably from 1930, where she was used to spitting on black people. See that? She called them niggas, segregated. See, she's from that. That's the era they're the fucking kings and queens of this shit. You know what I mean? But I hope that this woman here is recording that. I think she's recording it. I think she's recording it like to get proof, because she probably reported it and they were like, oh, you're crazy. No, she's a sweetheart. Betty's a sweetheart. And she goes, I'm telling you, she keeps on spitting on me. You're not understanding me. You're not listening to me, you know, because I fuck, man. Spitting on, you know what I would have fucking done? This is what I would have done. Let me show you what I would have done. I would have wound up all the snot in my nose. I'd have been, yeah, bitch, you want to spit on somebody? No. Hold on. Other nostril. And she would have been.
This is somewhat really not funny, but at the same time, the comedian is trying to make it to paint a picture of what would have actually happened. But
do you know that happened at Spice? Where was that? I know that was Godfrey, but where was that caretaker?
No, they haven't put out the name. The comment that our comedian Godfrey put out did not specify where this particular place was at. He did not say where, but I believe
somewhere.
Yeah, that is somewhere in America.
I don't even think that was America. That looked like Britain or somewhere. The way the woman's head looked, I don't know too many sisters that had their hair looking like that. That's some British. That ain't no American sister with her head looking like that. I know my sisters. I know my sisters.
That don't look like a British white woman. Like an old fake cracker from America. That old white woman. You don't got the British look. They're like an old racist ass Southern cracker, man. That's like I was thinking Britain too about her hair when I seen it. There's gotta be some British shit here. but I was looking at the surroundings. It doesn't look like a British apartment or British. It looks like an American house. You know, our houses are designed differently. I'm looking at the back.
No, that was I think that was an assisted living. I think that was an assisted living place. One of them. Yeah.
It probably was. Yeah, it probably was. So it could have been anywhere. But anyway, I don't care where it's at. That lady got her ass spit. Where the hell is it? I'm gonna sit and let you spit on me and all this old crazy job, but no job. You talking about your damn dignity. Some nasty lady hog spit her disease ass mouth on you. You crazy as hell. And that's why that never gets banned. That never gets banned on the internet. Never, because they want black people to see that whole ass shit. Now, if you got somebody black spit, you got like some old black woman spit on somebody white. Oh, it's gotta be taken down. This goes against community guidelines. Take this shit down. It goes against that should be. You have so many strikes on that shit.
She might.
What they're gonna say.
Sorry, go on.
They're gonna say that old white lady was senile, and they're gonna say that old white lady was senile and didn't know what she was doing. But if that was an old black person, they would be disciplined. They family would have to come and get them from up out of that center. Period. Point blank.
And she might even be transmitting diseases from the 30s, from the 1920s, all the 1930s to the sister. You know, she just spitting at her. And you never know what diseases she comes with. She might even be having the disease from way back in the 1990s.
Man, I can't stay cool. You spit on me, all your diseased ass breath, your diseased ass hot breath. You don't know what you're doing, your old white nasty ass. Probably licking your old coochie at night, spitting on me. What's going on? All kind of shit. I gotta fuck you up.
Mr. LBN says, well, they gotta go through the black woman to approve of that. So-called Nigeria is a bedbug, and bedwents are central. You're saying they gotta get through the black woman to approve of. Well, they gotta get through to the black woman to approve that so-called Nigeria is a bedbug and a bedwents are central. I shall be sharing with us the story, of course, from this particular candidate in Michigan who is from Nigeria. And you were talking about a quote. I think some of these, but
Yeah,
it's crazy. But let
Hey,
me share
so
you
the one link.
Nigerians always got the coons.
before that. Let me share these other one
Now the
about.
Nigerian guy talking about he wants to get rid of Black History Month. Why Black History Month ain't got shit to do with you, Nigerian motherfucker? That ain't your people. So shut the fuck up. See shit, this disrespectful shit like this. I can't defend this disrespectful ass shit. This Black history ain't got nothing to do with you or your no good fucking Nigerian parents. Don't tell, if you don't want to celebrate your history in Nigeria, that's your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And I'm not going to tell you. But don't bring your boot-licking ass over here trying to appeal to white people about talking about getting rid of Black history that benefits us, even though most of our Black history people are coons. We can check
He
our
he
lineage.
thinks.
That's it. You need to get slapped the fuck out. You need to get slapped in the fucking mouth. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying
Always the Nigerian coons. Every time with the Cynthia Rivos, they always Nigerian. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying he thinks he says it is offensive, it is unfair, it may be illegal. Austin contends Americans from all backgrounds deserve a revered history, and therefore he says that he's just a Michigan businessman. He's the first Republican to announce his intention to
It
challenge the
may be
popular
illegal. It
Democrat.
ain't got shit to do with you, coon ass nigga. It ain't got shit to do with this coon. Does it? Our history ain't yours, motherfucker. You was a Nigerian fighting your goddamn caliphate, stupid. I don't know if you're a Hausa, Yoruba, or Igbo. You go fight your caliphate, you dumbass Nigerian. Go fight the caliphate that runs fucking Nigeria. Nigeria's on the verge of another civil war right now. Right now. It's on another civil war right now. But you want to tell black people in America about our black history. Hey, stupid. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with your coon ass. These are not your people that we celebrate at all. They
He
got nothing to
says
do with you. These are not your fucking people. So
he,
keep your
he says
goddamn mouth shut.
he says he would rather have an American History Month because people from all backgrounds should be.
See, I can't even defend that. So you know the FBA Negroes are gonna go ham over this. Hey man, got some another coon ass Nigerian out there talking about we supposed to get rid of our history and for American history, all those shit. They say, motherfucker, you ain't got nothing to do with that. You out of pocket. That's not your place. I can't go to Nigeria, and a lot of black people who are enslaved are from Nigerian descent, but they can't go to Nigeria today. That's
I think we lost a kid, or maybe I think he's I can't hear what our kid is saying. But nonetheless, before we went on to that, you had shared with us a story that has to do with this particular woman who was being asked whether her husband is really a sorcerer. You kindly also make some comments on this.
Yeah, so Keith was talking about in Zimbabwe how that army of children were able to beat a mechanized army, and it was due to the spiritual connection with the ancestors. Here you have in Kenya where a man was killed, and essentially they're condoning his murder because it was rumored that he was a sorcerer. What does him being in connection with ancestral spirituality have to do with his murder? Because his murder was not connected to him placing spells on people or anything of that nature. So this is showing how indirectly they're pushing the colonizers' religious directly and indirectly.
And I have seen also things happening in some other different places where people are trying to get into their spiritual system, the traditional spiritual systems, and then all these have been demonized. Even I think even with this particular man who was said to be a sorcerer, I believe the same thing. If you're trying to go and be a part of the traditional spiritual system, and maybe even try to learn how that particular the system works, then you are actually demonized, and you might be called a sorcerer, you might be called a witch, you might be called there's so many names that you might be called, but I believe all these particular names were not even there before the colonizers came in, and now people took in and thought that their traditional spiritual systems were actually now, they were evil, or they were actually backward or retrogressive. And now that is why you might hear, places in different rural areas in Africa, not just in Kenya, but even in places like Tanzania. I've heard about Tanzania as well. And I believe even in Nigeria, where they say, no,
All
this
right,
man
I'm back. Now, what happened now? I'm back.
No.
What we talking about?
We're talking about something you had mentioned earlier, to do with the gorillas, the gorilla fighters in Zimbabwe. They did have the assistance of spiritual assistance from some of the ancestors. But these days, if someone tries to connect to the traditional spiritual systems, they are actually labeled as either being a witchcraft or a sorcerer.
Yeah, because that's what white people fuck your head up. How you gonna be witchcraft and practice your own traditional system with the real? And that's what the elite white people are doing. They're using African spirituality against Africans. They're not practicing no goofy ass Christianity or no Islam. When the Moors went in there, they gave them Sufi Islam, which is spiritual, which is not real Islam, or Kabbalah. They gave them the real spiritual side. That's what the white man, we see him doing Moloch, he's conjuring up dimensional things, open up portals. That's real. He's doing African science and gave the Africans some goofy dumb shit that don't work. That ain't even real. Why do you think you see the goddamn elite doing these rituals? That's African. They got it from the African. Nothing doing no damn witchcraft and all this old stuff. That's the mind of a child. When you're doing these rituals means you're changing the vibrational system and you're trying to go interdimensional. That's why they built CERN, to go through France,
It's the
Switzerland,
perversion of
and
African.
Italy. Yeah, it's a perversion of African spirituality. They got the dumbass African. Oh, this witchcraft. The white man told me it's witchcraft. Why he using on me? The white man came and gave me white Jesus. I love you, white Jesus. I love you, white Allah. And your ass is sitting in poverty, mind, and ignorance. Shut the fuck up with your dumb ass. Tired of listening to dumbass Africans and African Americans talking about witchcraft. Shut your stupid ass up. You are a dummy. Go to the back of the class and put the dunce hat on your head, dummy. You don't know how the universe works. Shut the fuck up with your goofy superstition. Tired of dealing with your ignorant ass.
And
go away.
And talking about ignorance, you realize that, like you, of course, also giving us a teaching on energy, frequency, and vibration. There will not be any kind of a class where you learn about energy, frequency, and vibration, and of course also its connection to the African spiritual system. There is nothing like that you'll ever learn. And talking about ignorance, therefore, you do find that, especially us as African people who decided to get rid of our systems and take in the colonizers' education system, then we all. We all destined to get lost in that particular.
I'm messed up. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I think I can hear you.
Good. Bad area. You hear me?
And the goal, yeah, we hear you now.
I think we lost the audio again.
And
my audio's
did you
gone.
see
Go ahead.
Did you hear about the Utah where they were allowing their children to opt out on Black history lessons in Utah? Keith, or keep going. Okay. Or Spike, did you see that article there?
No, let me share this particular article. I only know about the principal in Tennessee who was saying that Black History Month should the theme of the Black History Month should be every life matter. I think that is only one. That is the only one I saw where the principal did apologize because of
Yeah,
making the theme
yeah,
Black
that
History
was a coon.
Prince.
That was a boule, black boule principal in Tennessee trying to appease to her white masters that came out
Hmm.
with that all lives matter idea. But this right here is in Utah. Parents have the ability to remove their children from Black history lessons during the month. So this is the thing. Because if you were doing this with the LBGT community, it'd be all sorts of flags, it'd be all sorts of boycotts, it'd be all sorts of publicity. You'll be hearing about this, but we
Hmm.
hadn't heard what's going on in Utah. So, and I've been in Utah, and let me tell you guys something. We were in Utah. A buddy of mine played football at Ogden. It was in Ogden or Ogden, Utah, at Weber State. He played at Weber State. So
Hmm.
we were in Ogden, and this was like when TVs first came out. People were getting TVs in their headrests and all this old kind of stuff. So he had a buddy of mine had a expedition, and it had TVs in the headrest, and he was playing something. I don't know what he was playing. While we was riding around, all of a sudden, like 15 cop cars pulled us over. Police had guns
Hey,
drawn and everything. You would think we was doing the most illegal thing ever. You would think we was out there pulling guns on people and shooting up in the air or something. Well, guess what the offense was? My buddy was playing pornography on his headrest on those TVs in his truck. So as he drove around playing pornography and it was playing on those, because Utah's real conservative with those Mormons, so they were extra. They was offended by what we was doing. So it was like obscene type of stuff. They don't allow that type of stuff in Mormon country.
so they
So
can
yeah,
look.
it was crazy. It was
Hold,
crazy. We almost got
hold
shot
on,
because he was playing
hold
porn
on,
on
hold on. So
TV.
they can see in the they can see inside of the car into the headrest of the damn of the vehicle. they, when they have binoculars,
Yeah,
they were looking at you guys. You
it
guys are
was a
going by.
Ford Excursion or expert. No, the windows. This is summertime. The windows are down. The headrest. The back of the headrest and
Oh,
the front seat driver. The headrest in the back of so you can see that on a passenger car coming up in the next lane
yeah,
can see all that. They just look up in the
yeah.
SUV. They can
Of
see all
course,
of that right there on the TV.
of course.
So
The headrest.
somebody had
Yeah, of
called the
course.
license plate in to the police and reported it.
You got some niggas with with some out of state license plates playing all kind of perversions out here in Ogden. Can you come get these niggas? We know in Ogden, Utah, we have sister wives and we do all kind of perversions because we sleep with children and shit. But we don't like these niggas playing and stuff in their SUVs. It disturbs us. One of the most
And
wretched ass, perverted ass states in the goddamn country, fucking Utah. All kind of wicked ass, perverted shit out there. Sleeping with children and shit. Legal sleeping with children. Go ahead,
they almost did lose their lives. They almost got shot at, because of the situation, that particular situation right there. But I see that the schools that have been named, of course, maybe there might be more schools than these, but the schools that have been made Al Maria Montessori. I think the Italians don't want anything to do with the Black history in whatever kind of a way it comes. And this is the director of Al Maria Montessori Academy, who said that. Uh, that she sent out, I think the Friday Junction sent out the letter explaining families are allowed to exercise their civil rights not to participate in Black History Month at school, according to NBC News. And in this particular school where they do have the Maria Montessori school, they're saying they will not have that Black history. Now the parents are allowed to remove their students from Black History Month lessons. And I believe it's also almost close to what you were saying earlier, even in Tennessee, where the principal said that, this Black Lives Matter, we can just have it as, all lives matter. And then we can actually just leave them to be just that. And I agree with you, though. If it were to do with the LGBTQ, anything that excludes, anything that has to do with them, then, it would be totally a whole different kind of a story, and much more even media attention and focus going into this particular one, talking about being denied the rights and other things like this. Anyhow, that's a whole bunch of crazy would be going on.
and
Let me share something
and
else. Sorry,
uh,
go on.
oh, I just wanted to say I had spoken this the other day when I went live, but I'm seeing even more and more articles about this now, where they're talking about Asians being under attack, and it's black people that's supposedly being the aggressors,
Yeah.
attacking all of these Asian people in the country. You keep saying about this mess, Keith?
Yeah, I've been seeing
And
the news over and over to my agents under attack, and because now, because black people won't go into the nasty ass Chinese stores and they calling them names. You don't see nobody out here knocking out no damn Asian. Now I'm not opposed to nobody knocking out a goddamn Asian, but I just don't see it. I'm not opposed to it because I'll knock an Asian on his motherfucking back in a minute. You goddamn rice eating bastard. So, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anybody beat up no Asians because it's not prevalent. That's a lie they're doing again. Where's in the news? Where you see a bunch of black people beating up on Asians? Nowhere. Nowhere. Just lies, obfuscation. Like, oh, the big black Negroes beating up on the little bitty Asian man. Tell them why they ain't beating up on them in Africa. Only ones that beating up on the Asians are the Americans that are the African Americans that are in Africa. The damn African let this no good rice eating bastard talk to him crazy. African American gonna go to work on it. Who you talking to? What you say?
the
Who you
the
talking to?
the,
Like,
the, the,
you American Negro. Yeah, I'm an American African, and I'm about to beat your ass. I'm about to drag you. Go, go,
in,
go
in,
ahead,
in
play the little
Africa,
clip,
in
Mike. Go ahead,
Africa,
play.
in Africa, what has been happening really is that there hasn't, I think the African really has also been cornered, because even with the issue of the ownership, and that is why you do find that some of the employees working for these Asians being treated as shit.
Now
Nonetheless,
you had the Asians talking to the African all crazy, like what? I'm in Africa. You think I'm in Africa? I'm gonna let some fucking zipperhead Asian talk to me crazy? I'm an African. This is my land. This is my land where you told me to go back to. And I'll be damned, I'm gonna let any East Indian, any Asian, any damn Caucasian talk crazy to me on African soil. I'm gonna beat your ass.
the,
Shit.
Keith,
most of the workers working in these stores
but
are not.
Keith, that
Go on.
all of that
Go ahead.
pride,
I'm
all of
about
that
to.
pride is eroded when you have when I'm just saying all of that pride, all of that African pride is eroded when you have the governor making the mayor apologize to the Chinese on
I
TV.
know. That's what I said. Yeah, the president. Ain't the governor. The president. That wasn't the governor of the state. That was the president of the country. Oh my God! He just betrayed. He just kicked his
That's
own
even
man
worse.
out of the. He betrayed the president of the country. Comes to you, tell you to bootlick. What are you doing? Picking up our African people and doing the right thing. That's in our Constitution. You better stop it. You're like,
Yeah.
what? They're not supposed to be here. It's against our Constitution. Well, so what? I've been paid off, and you shut your damn mouth talking to these Asian people who are not allowing you in in their barbershops or in their restaurants in your country.
That's
Like,
legitimizing the
what?
oppression. It's just really legitimizing the oppression because they have already been bought and paid for. Jim and Connor, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I see your comments.
it ain't got that
Yeah.
bad in Kenya. It ain't like that in Tanzania. It ain't. But Zambia, you damn right. Oh my God, that's a Chinese colony. You're going to have to be taken. Zambia's going to have
Yeah.
to be completely crushed as a
Zambia
country.
things
This
are even
no.
about to get dire. Jim and Connor, thank you so much. I
After
saw
a
your
while,
comment.
they're gonna start making the brothers.
Now they
They're
killed them
gonna
Yes.
now.
start making the
They kept
brothers
them.
in Zambia get.
Now the
Oh,
cats in
I'm about to
Zambia
say they're
now,
gonna start
they
making
didn't
the.
go they didn't go rogue.
Oh,
Exactly. They didn't go wrong. They just,
okay.
they're starting to kill them motherfuckers now. So they fuck the government. The government already sold them out. They the majority. They just killing them now. They find them in the alley. They'll find some Chinese motherfuckers with their throat slit, and that's where it's gotta be. Like I said in Zanzibar, like me and Spike's looking at the
The
folks.
time.
That's why I always went to Tanzania because I knew the history. When you had the Zanzibarians throw out the damn Arabs, the Zanzibarians finally said enough is enough. They don't, like I said, you never want to tell about when the African rose up on the Arabs, start killing these, viciously killing these motherfucking Arabs in Zanzibar, slitting their throat, leaving them in fucking open ditches, slaughtering their ass. And didn't no Arab country come to help because they Arabs and they would have been wiped the fuck out. African meant business back then. Wasn't none of this bullshit. That's all reconciled. The Zanzibarians, one guy came from Uganda, but it was no fucking Uganda. It was
Back
Africa.
then, back then
Like
it
I
was just
said, you found
yeah.
you found the Zanzibar killing these Arabs, and the ones that try to say they just oppressed their ass. I loved it. That you'll lay down, you'll get down, or you'll lay down. You no good Arab. And the Arab world didn't come because they didn't want that smoke. Those Africans meant business. They killed and they slaughtered them Arabs. That's why you don't hear the history on it. That's why you don't hear
Then
the history. Because those Africans slaughtered them motherfuckers. Left them bloody in the street. Let the whatever animals pick at their bones. Just
that is
viciously took back Zanzibar. Good, Spike.
that is history that will not be talked about. About that is Zanzibari resistance in 1964. There was a comment.
I told Spike's like, what? Spike, I don't know this history. I know you don't. I know you don't.
It's not taught in so many places. Nonetheless, last week we talked about the matter of was it last week? Yeah, I think last week we were talking about the matter of Chad Wheeler and this particular incident of the murder attempt on the life of this Alleah Taylor. And she has actually broken the broken silence on the matter, and she has spoken out recently on CBS this morning. I want to share with us this video, and then we shall talk about the conversation and how the case has been.
My white daddy beat my ass, and I'm looking to be a lot of black people. I'm going to come back to black people now.
Wheeler speaking out. Last week, you may recall, Wheeler pleaded not guilty to 3 charges, including domestic violence assault. His ex-girlfriend showed up in court to face him. She says that Wheeler is still a threat to her safety, and now she's sharing her story in an exclusive interview with CBS this morning. She spoke with our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan. Good morning to you, Jerika.
Good morning to you, Gail. Her name is Alleah Taylor, and it was a leaked photo of her injuries that made national headlines. Well, now she's ready to share her story, and most importantly, she wants domestic violence survivors to know they're not alone. We want to warn you, some of what you're about to see and hear
It only reached national headlines because of black people. The media tried to cover this up.
That reporter got an apple head. If I ever seen an apple head.
In my arm. I'm going to have it checked. I have bolts and a steel plate. I'm going to have forever in my arm. I'm going to have to deal with this the rest of my life.
That's the reality for 27-year-old Alleah Taylor after she says she was attacked by her then boyfriend, Chad Wheeler. Taylor says the pair dated for 6 months with barely any arguments.
We were like best friends. We did everything together. I even introduced him to my family. We would babysit my nephew together.
But according to Taylor, that all changed on January 22nd, starting with a text from Wheeler that he shaved his head.
He just loved his long hair, refused to cut it. And it surprised me and it worried me. I came home and Chad
playing it when lights hit me all in my damn face.
Pause right there, Spikes.
Chad, all this lights in your damn head.
She's already I don't even know if she knows this, but she's establishing a psychiatric or mental issue with him right now, giving him an excuse. Talking about he cut his long hair, he cut his hair off. I knew something was wrong then.
Mm-hmm. He cut his hair off, and he went to my family.
And
It wasn't the fact that he's a wicked ass white supremacist. I told you to bow down.
I thought they had
If
a
you don't
baby
bow
together too.
down, beat that plantation, man. No, I knew something was wrong with Chatty Chad. Go ahead.
When he cut,
I
when he
cut
cut
his
his,
hair, but
Didn't
then
they have a
as
child
time
together?
started going downhill emotionally.
I don't know.
Taylor later told police it was the beginning of a manic episode, adding she knew Wheeler suffered from
Manic,
bipolar
see?
disorder.
Yeah.
Then, according
See
to
how they
Taylor,
see how they doing it? See, that's why he's manic. He's bipolar. See, here we go. They're white media cutting up for white supremacists. Now, if somebody black with somebody and say I'm sick, black people don't never get the benefit of doubt of being bipolar or something wrong with them. So that's no excuse. You'll get Joe Biden. I don't care what made him like that. I don't care
No.
why he's like that. Lock his ass up. Throw away the key, and we'll deal with his ass.
you remember Daniel Prune? You remember Daniel Prune? They actually killed him. The guy who was screaming naked in the streets. They actually killed him. They actually put a bag on his face
He was
and they
like
killed
a
him.
bag on his head, laughed and joked, and then murdered him. Exactly right, Spike. He didn't get all this kind of. He was bipolar. It's sad.
Okay,
Blah blah blah. And he ain't beat nobody damn near to death either.
this is
Let me go into.
this is a completely out. This is out of code what she's doing. He haven't even had his court trial yet. Why are you speaking
Nope.
on this? This
They
you
tried to meet
anybody
you.
that know better know you don't do this. Yeah, you
Nope.
don't do this before the trial. You don't.
What she's doing, she's prejudiced. It was always gonna be prejudiced. She's gonna have an all-white trial, but what she's doing is prejudicing the jury pool. Exactly right.
Yeah.
And they know what they're doing. Oh,
Yes,
even the
sir.
black girl said he was something wrong with him. He was crazy. We're not gonna lock up our own white man for doing that. For beating up on this black bitch. We wish he would have killed her no good rotten ass. Right? She might make some black babies with old Pookie and Ray Ray anyway. Go ahead, Spike.
He stood up and he told me to bow down, and I asked him why, and he didn't respond. He just told me to bow down again, and I told him no, and he immediately grabbed my neck, and
So she been bowing down.
that's
Told
when
him
things
she
began.
asked why.
do you
Yeah,
recall?
why?
Get your
Why?
bed went your ass home.
Yeah, this is exactly she
Why,
coming for the white.
Mouser?
This chick is suicidal. That's why these people are dangerous to the black community. My God. I asked him why.
I'm gonna tell you
Why
what
would you want me
really
to bow
happened.
down?
They're,
Because bitch, you've been doing it. That's
they
why.
edited. They're editing what really happened.
Of
Her
course.
nephews was there. She was babysitting her nephew. So old buddy said he wanted to feel real powerful and supreme in front of the little boy, the little black boy, which is a threat to the white man. So what he wanted her to do is perform fellatio in front of that little boy. And when she wouldn't do it, that's when he did all of that. Because him wanting her to bow down just don't make no sense. While you down there, he might as well go on and polish me up. That's what happened. I know for a fact. I bet you that's what happened.
Of course, that's the pathology, of course. This is the bow down, all you've been doing it, hit me off while you're down there. Do what you do.
And
This time make sure you get the nut sack while you're down there. Make sure you get that nut sack. Well, are you gonna shave? Are you gonna shave? I don't like the hair all in my mouth. You bow down and you get that nut sack in your mouth.
Taylor, who is 5'9", says that's when Wheeler, 6'7", weighing more than 300 pounds, tried to choke her. According to Taylor, she blacked out twice before the attack was over.
I had touched my face, and I looked down, and there was blood on my hand. And I remember getting up and running to the bathroom. Chad was standing by the bed, by the doorway.
Hold up, Spike. Oh, Spike, hold up, please. Hold up. So we seen the original picture. We seen the original picture when she was bloody, right? When he had whooped her. Now this chick felt the need to put a blonde wig on before she went to the hospital. You see that wig on that last picture that you just showed? That wasn't on the initial picture when she was laying on that gurney with her neck in a brace. She didn't have no blonde wig on. So this shows you how much self-hate she got for herself. Seriously.
I don't even know who put the wig on her. She probably did it herself after she came. She actually came back.
Crazy.
Movie. I'm just like, wow, you're still alive.
Taylor says she then locked herself in the bathroom, called 911, and texted her family and Wheeler's father for help. According to police reports, it took 3 officers and 2 sets of handcuffs to restrain Wheeler. Police said Wheeler kept apologizing as he was arrested.
Do you think that Chad's behavior is directly connected to a mental health issue?
To be honest, I don't know. He went and ate dinner after doing this to me, and he didn't take the same approach with the cops as he did with me.
The Seahawks dropped Wheeler, saying the team strongly condemns this act of domestic violence. If convicted, Wheeler faces 8 to 12 years in prison. Last week, he pleaded not guilty to 2 domestic violence-related charges and 1 count of resisting arrest. Taylor was in the courtroom.
Why was it so important for you to appear in court?
I didn't want him to think that he had that power over me, that I wasn't going to defend myself. And I thought, how easy would that be for him and his legal team to be able to say whatever they want without having to look me in the eye.
Do you think he should serve prison time for what he did to you?
Yes. Yes, I definitely do think that he should. I have to say the hardest part of all this wasn't the surgeries, it wasn't any of that. It was getting a call from my niece and nephews. They thought they had lost me. And the pain in their voice, I will never forget that. I will never forget that.
And she doesn't want her story to be forgotten either.
How grateful are you to be alive?
Beyond grateful, I really feel like God has blessed me with another chance, and I want to try to use the time of my life
I'm grateful because, you know,
to help and to.
I got this blonde wig on loan. I got to get this bitch back. I don't want to pay no overcharge fees for this wig. I got to get it back. So if I would have died, they charge my family for this bullshit.
Someone.
Two things that stand out. Two things stand out with this whole situation when I'm listening to it. First, she called his dad when after she ran into the bathroom to get to safety. She called her family and then called his dad. What is that all? Yeah, that's what Dale just said.
Hold on, she called the dad before she called 911. Yeah,
She
I'm
called
going in now. I'm in a bad
the
area.
white boy dad.
She called the dad.
No, they said she called. They said she called 911. They said she called 911, called her family, then called his dad. What his dad gonna do for her?
Not a damn thing. Say, hey, let me talk to him. Open the door. Hey, you get in there, you finish her black ass off. You a white man. No one's gonna care if you murder this bitch.
And another thing, we haven't heard one thing about a lawsuit. We haven't heard one thing about she finna sue this dude for what he did to her.
Nope.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because why Gail ain't talking about that?
She probably wants
to do that because that's gonna hurt her on the dating pool for other white daddies. Oh hell no, I ain't fuck with you. I heard you sued the last white man that beat your ass. I want to be able to beat your ass and get away scot clean now. Huh? I don't want you to come back sue me. I can do a little time. I can't be losing none of my bread for whipping your ass. I can't lose my bread. I do a little jail time because white men, I might serve like 10 days in jail for whipping your ass, but I still got my money. How about you suing people right here? You know, she won't do that. That's going to hurt her on the Tinder app whatever white dating site she goes on, Tinder, Plenty of Fish, whatever that shit. Whatever them dating apps. I don't know what the what's the dating app with the interracialdating.com or
I
anything.
think that was plenty of fish. I think that was plenty of fish. You mentioned about it. I think sometimes, but then that's plenty of fish where everyone is, people are soiling on that particular one and
Yeah, the website for the dating app for swirlers is called plentyofcrumbs.com.
Plenty of who?
And that this doesn't happen again.
Plenty of crumbs.
Plenty of what?
Crumbs. Plenty of crumbs.com. Crumbs.
They're saying in the matter of the case, they reached out to the attorneys.
On the case, Wheeler's trial is set to begin in Washington State in April. A reminder: if you need help related to domestic violence or mental health, we posted free resources on our website, CBSNews.com.
Mental health. Yo, lady, get out of here. You try to do a mental health spin.
Get out of here with your apple head.
Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong. And they made sure they had a black woman to sell that garbage.
Yeah, well, he's still breathing, Keith. There's plenty of things wrong with him. He's still breathing. Somebody need to drill his head. Really drill it.
Crazy. Not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do none of that white boy. You had the white news man running around putting their dicks on women's shoulders like Charlie Rose. He come out the shower naked. It's amazing. He was what's the broad Gail King partner on CBS Morning. He go take a shower, come out naked, have an intern there sitting looking around. Oh, look at this big house. Let you know she turn around, his dick is all on her shoulder. You like it? You like that dick? You like that dick, girl? What? Hey, what? He never went to prison. He raped all them women. Charlie Rose, that's a fact. Then you had Mount Lauer over NBC raping women, sodomizing until he come in their office, he had like a trap door, he lock the door and give him chlorophyll and fuck him in the butt. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I agree.
What about Ben Roethlisberger?
Ain't none of these white men went to prison.
Yeah, even if you take it back to the NFL with Brett Favre and Ben Roethlisberger, they done raped plenty of folks. You ain't never heard about them going to jail.
You're right, but NBC is what he come on every day on NBC, giving you the news and everything. He went around raping women. He not just raping, he's sodomizing the motherfuckers. And then when they fired him, he never went to prison. That's how you know white supremacy is born in this country. He asked NBC, what about the rest of my damn money? What? Yeah, my contract, you fired me for sodomizing women. Where's the rest of my money at?
And they gave it to him.
And then I don't know if they gave it to him.
What
is it? I don't know. What is it? Like, okay, hey, Spike, put us up. Say, put us up on Google. Did Matt Lauer receive the rest of his income from NBC News? Say, Did Matt Lauer receive the rest of his contract NBC? He might be right. I don't know. I thought they told him to go kick rocks. He didn't have no leverage. Oh, you supposed to be in jail. In there sodomizing people. Like him and Katie Couric coming on. This is the Today Show. He's back in there sodomizing women in jail. Say, did Matt Lauer receive his remaining contract NBC? I said, you got to be kidding.
Okay, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now, Keith. Okay. It says Matt Lauer won't get the rest of $20 million contract. That was on ABC.
Okay, yeah, okay. I figured just the nerve. That's why you know white supremacy was white supremacy. Motherfuckers sodomizing women. They fire his ass. Hey, I want the rest of my money. Hey, what? Where's the rest of my damn contract? My $20 million. Where's the rest of my $20 million, Spike?
That's what I'm asking you to even come out like that.
Where's the rest of my $20 million, Spike? I'm only fucking women in the butt. Fucking women in the butt, Spike. Where's the rest of my $20 million?
What was happening with our Matt Lauer?
And didn't his Asian wife cut for when she defended him, his Asian wife?
I don't know. I don't know
Keith,
if she defended him. I don't know what happened with the wife.
she didn't
I
leave
think
him.
they.
She didn't divorce him.
I know. I know. I remember she looking all crazy and shit. I know. There was numerous. It was like 20 years of women this dude been raping. I'm like, God damn. This dude, and everybody knew
You
it.
know she
This
get
dude
down
been
with it.
raping women for
Yeah.
20 years at NBC, sodomizing these brides. I'm like, damn. Imagine you doing your job, your
See,
buttholes all aching and shit.
they
You're a young intern,
they're
fat
saying
loud and fucked you in your butt. You trying to stand up, do your
they're
job. Your buttholes all hurt because
they're
you
saying
sodomized.
they're saying in the chat room that woman spitting on that lady at the care facility was in the UK.
It was where?
Well,
It was where? It was
They're
in the
saying it's in
UK?
the UK. Eyes as red
Okay.
as amber. Yeah,
oh
saying
yeah,
that.
that.
Okay.
I was about to say,
Oh,
because I just know black women don't go to work with their head looking like that here in the United States. You got to be the hardest. You got to be the hardest chicken. You got to be the hardest. You got to be the hardest chicken head in the area code.
It was talk. So you trying to say sisters in the UK need to get their shit together? So
Yeah, yeah. Either that or just wear afro or something. I don't know what she had. She had a struggle ponytail.
it probably
but
it probably because she had this had been done to her for a long time, and she had been dehumanized, and therefore she didn't feel like it was worth it even making this work on her hair. Maybe that might have been the situation.
how uncomfortable the scene gotta be when you got an intern walk around with their butthole hurt because they been sodomized by Matt Lauer. They up on NBC studio walk around their butthole all hurt. They thought he would knock him out with that chlorophyll shit. You can say, hey, I, I, I think my butt's bleeding or something. Shut up, you intern. I think my butt's bleeding. I'm hurting back there.
No,
Matt Lauer
he
didn't rape
he
me. All I know is that I went in
he
his office and
assisted with.
I woke up. I woke up
they,
and my ass was hurting. He was gone.
they was
I think he might have raped me.
they was like we have a surplus of interns with incontinence on the job. They keep messing
That's
on
right.
themselves. What's up?
And you,
What's going
yeah,
on?
yeah, that's good. And you got Gail King talking about R. Kelly, and you got this old perverted ass white man named Charlie Rose you worked with all those years, putting his dirty old raggedy dick on women's shoulders. You like that? You like that dick? You like to touch it?
See, look at
What?
the video, Keith.
look at
Oh
the
yeah, I
video.
said her hair look
You see the
crazy.
video, Keith?
This is
I
what
said
was
her hair
Look at
happening.
her
look
hair.
crazy. I said her hair look
That chick hair looked like somebody's pubes. She
Lady,
looked like somebody done pulled their drawers down. That's what the top of her head looked like.
she spit on
crazy. And you got Gail
one
King.
lady spit on her caretaker. She spit on her twice. Spit on this woman twice.
And you got Gail King running around defending Charlie Rose nasty ass, talking about some R. Kelly.
She just brushed it off.
Hey, that's that English. Hey, that's that English. Black people
Cleaning up, minding
learning.
her
I don't
business.
know. Ain't no
Hey,
way. She had to get.
But
She had to get this
that
work.
I,
that probably
eyes,
that
eyes
probably
red,
has
eyes red as Amber say that the black immigrant care workers are told in the UK that that's not racist, that's not racism, but it's just a cultural difference. So that's why they don't know how to take it because
Culture.
they're told that that's not racism, but a cultural difference
Wow.
when they get spit on like that. That's crazy.
Culture indifference. Wow. Culture indifference. You culturally fucking stupid. You culturally fucking stupid. It's always Africans that are like stupid. What? Somebody spitting on you ain't racist. You don't know the venom that this lady had spitting on you. It couldn't have been my mom. You spit on grandmother. I'm coming up there knocking your ass out. And bring your goddamn goopy ass white riddle son so I can knock him out too. Damn, if you're gonna spit
I
on my
wonder.
people.
That's a quick
I wonder what they're
brother.
told when the old white men masturbate and slang sperm up at them. What they call that? That's just cultural
Yeah,
difference.
I heard that before.
Just
I heard them do that in these damn retirement homes. They be doing that shit. Like,
yeah,
oh
they do all
man,
that. They do all of that, man. When I was a correctional officer, let me tell you what they'll do. They'll shit and piss in bags, and then they'll let it ferment for about 3 or 4 days, and then they'll throw it in the
oh,
face of the guards. Yeah, they'll throw it in the face of the
oh,
guard. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
oh
That's what we
shit.
call. That's what you call a penitentiary perm right there. Get your hair laid back. Penitentiary perm.
Let me get a comment from the family. Let me get a comments from the
What
family.
the fuck?
Probably, probably what it's done.
Oh my god, man!
Uh,
See, I get fired. How'd you, man? How long you
uh,
last at that job, though? You see how long you last at that shit,
Oh,
man?
that ain't never happened to me. But I was only there for 2 months before I got fired for
See,
passing for failing the piss test. So
oh.
yeah,
and
God
and
damn.
yeah, like let me get the comments, a little bit of the comments from the family here. Like, final, you seen the complaint of a black immigrant care workers having to deal with degradation of racism. Also, the tribunal is not a racist, but a cultural.
Them motherfuckers making bio weapons up in there, man. So
oh
damn
yeah.
right. Bio
Um,
weapon, man.
Mr. LBN says the best move is not to play, is not even to, it's not even play brothers. Monique, thank you so much for joining us. He's saying, they say they tell them what to say. Bullshit. I think you're talking about the lady and her account of how matters went. Perhaps she had been posted a little bit on what to say and how to respond to some of these. Big Cheese, you're saying that to her, that's like calling God. She probably laying up with that daddy, and she probably might be. And sister Donna, see you're saying unapologetically black B1. Yes, she will get another zaddy, and the ass whooping will continue. An apology. Melanita Dwari is saying that she's probably laying with another beast right now. Shaking my damn head.
And
The
Keith, his daddy told him, you done messed your life up messing with the nigger bitch. You done ruined yourself. I
Yep,
told you not to mess with her in the
yep,
first
yep,
place. That's what his dad is. What his
yep.
dad telling him. Yeah.
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
of
now
course.
now he actually say he want him. The dad will actually say he want him. We want you not to do this and that. I don't know. He said it would not surprise if she went back to him. You heard her saying earlier about she saw him shave his hair, cut his hair, and she knew something was wrong, and all that sympathetic talk. And yeah, I wouldn't be also surprised if she did go back to him and say they have reconciled or something was done, a settlement out of
And she
maybe.
ain't talking about how he had contoured his pubic hairs to look like a swastika.
God damn.
She
Bobby,
was.
Bobby Dapper, you said is she still going back to him? She probably might. You never know. Monica says that bit has been getting done in, and I think that was not the first time she was bowing or asking why she has to bow. Assistant Shelby of the DOB Reward Club, you're saying hello to you too. We trust that you're holding well. And also a comment earlier by Derek Asku says, "What about Bazarko on a white supremacist?" And also, there's also another comment earlier by Monique Hill saying, "Shout out to the warrior." And Spencer Barnes says the same thing. I was thinking, I got the comment late. Big Cheese, you're saying they'll have a new charge on Al Kelly, or they have a new charge on Al Kelly and a Cuba Golden Jr. soon to give this white dude a cover on the media. Yes, the story might be covered up real soon with some other different bogus stories or some other different things coming up with the sentencing of this and that, and then the image will shift, or the story will shift from these third wheeler. It actually now go back to using a black man as a face of all those things that they do when it comes to battling women, and also those other sexual misconduct. And unapologetically one saying a fake valley girl accent and cheap wig. That's a telltale sign of a Bedouins. I think that is the emoji. That is the telltale sign of a Bedouin. And I don't see you saying that she called his father, and the father was on code. I think the father might also have helped respond to a particular situation and cover up with this other story of the mental incapacitation. The problem with they said he was not mentally well. Here, like, finally, listen, all I got to say is a deputy knows who to. Sorry, all I got to say is a deputy knows who to frighten. For there's no one always a skin in a cat. A softly cut Teresa's bloodline carrier and the end of the monkey. And I also saying your YouTube block my last comment. I'm forced to remove it and continue on the chat. And that was a comment you made to do with
Yeah,
the
and
bloodline carrier.
Spikes. One thing we haven't heard when it comes to the charges he's facing, how come he's
Yeah.
not being charged with attempted murder? If the first thing he said is, "Wow, you still alive," that would indicate that he thought she was dead, or his actions would have led to her death. Therefore, he should be charged with attempted murder, at least attempted murder. And the fact that he's not being charged, that white privilege all day. We know that.
I think I think they're charging him for domestic violence, and also I think and also refusing resisting attempt, as well as misdemeanor resisting arrest. That is the charges I think they have against they have him. He's charged with two felonies: first degree domestic violence assault and domestic violence and lawful imprisonment, as well as misdemeanor resisting arrest, according to the court records. These are three. These are how many charges? These are two felonies: first degree domestic violence assault and the domestic violence and lawful imprisonment, as well as misdemeanor resisting arrest. There isn't anyone for attempted murder. There isn't nothing like that. They haven't. Yes, a lady actually said when she came back to herself, the third wheeler says, "Wow, you're still alive," and there's nothing like that. I agree with you. That should have also been the matter. He should have also been charged with. But they're saying this is domestic violence and lawful imprisonment, as well as misdemeanor for resisting arrest, or the cops came to pick him up.
Yeah. Hey, everybody smash that like button for us. Smash that like button, everybody, so we can get these numbers back up. Smash that like button. Smash that like
And
button. Yeah, but like I said, we live in a white supremacist system. It's white privilege. Like Joe said, that girl's gonna be ridiculed. Because black people don't want to back in our society. White people gonna be flagged. Nah, you be snitching on folks. You don't let us just beat your ass and shut the hell up. You know, let us beat your ass in silence. That's what you do. Let us whip your ass in silence. The father saying, "See, we told you about that Negro, this Negro wench. Didn't we tell you, boy?
that would
You
be
felt
that
all
would
good. You felt all good doing all this slave play stuff. We told you eventually, she gonna listen maybe to somebody like that Farrah Coon and that Jesse Jackson guy, and she wasn't gonna want to be cosplaying with you no more. You know.
And they
Oh,
said it
Dad, I
took
got to
over.
take. You took what now?
They said it took over 7 police officers to subdue him, to be able to get him into control. He wouldn't put the handcuffs on. They couldn't get handcuffs on him and all kind of stuff. He wouldn't
Why
put
they
his
didn't
hands
shoot his
behind.
ass?
Exactly. They didn't
That
even shoot him with
why?
a taser. They didn't even tase him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
tased his ass. Now, being black, he would have been dead. You would he should. And white people would say what? He should have complied with the law. It was the law. It's his own responsibility to comply with the law. You know, why they didn't just kill his ass and we wouldn't have to go through this damn trial. You know, why they just kill his ass? Because if you're the black, like Zoe said, going through all those um, conversions, being arrested, you would have been shot. You'd have been shot. You've been murdered. Well, the nigga didn't comply with our legal orders.
Yeah.
He
How come he
decided
didn't get choked out?
to resist arrest.
How come he didn't
Exactly.
get choked out like Alton Sterling and all these other brothers that was selling cigarettes and nothing, just minding their own business? You know?
Not gonna have a chance. Hey, do I think all black people should migrate to Africa? Honestly, yeah. Not South Africa, damn it. Not South Africa, because you just as bad as us. You Negroes won't fight in South Africa either. If we come to South Africa, we got to be knocking out Asians and crackers. They got to be knocking white people out and take the whole country back. Can't be
See,
going to Africa on no bullshit.
somebody said they bet Derek Askew said he bet that dude get less time than Michael Vick for fighting dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, you thought white people went crazy about Michael Vick over dogs? Every time about dogs, we know what that's about. And I will go there. Let's take the channel now. We know about the dog connection. Yeah, exactly.
And
You beat a
I
dog,
see.
you're going to jail for life. They get spiked. Spike said, well, in Africa, we don't deal with dirty dogs. I beat them. They would, you no good, dirty African Spike, you'll spend your life in prison. For a dog? You damn right.
They actually block this particular stream. Monique says Bedouins all for a fake piece of paper. Sorry, all for a piece of fake paper. When scene goes wrong, and all for a piece of paper. There's something that Zoe mentioned about the correctional officer, and of course there are some correctional officers that have actually claimed discrimination because they have been removed from a list of protecting the murderer who actually murdered George Floyd. You remember Derek Chauvin, who put his knee on George Floyd. Derek Chauvin actually he was. Sorry, I'm saying that Derek Chauvin.
Godfrey?
No, I'm saying he put his knee on
George Floyd.
On George Floyd. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Said Godfrey.
Nah, I didn't say. Minority officers have been banned from guarding Derek Chauvin. I believe on the same minority officers.
No.
Black
they don't
officers.
want minority officers guarding. Look at this.
You said what?
Look at this. You know what this reminds me of, Keith? This title of this article reminds me of minority officers were barred from. It says minority officers were barred from guarding Derek Chauvin in jail. Lawsuit alleges. So what that reminds me of is the way that black GIs was treated during World War II, where the Nazis was given more respect than American soldiers.
Yeah. American GIs, yeah. Yeah, they scared that they're gonna do a Jeffrey Dahmer on his ass. They're gonna kill his ass. They're afraid that black people get around him and murder his ass off. He's gonna be found suicided. Didn't they stick that broom? Didn't they stick that broom off in Jeffrey Dahmer? Didn't the brother stick that broom off in Jeffrey Dahmer? And
no, he beat him. He beat him to death. He beat him to death. He beat him to death with the broom.
With the broomstick.
Yeah, he beat him to death with the broomstick.
Spike, put it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Spike, put it up. How did serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer die?
Let me see.
He might have got beaten to death with that broomstick because he was raping and murdering and eating black people. And the funny part about it, I was in the Marine Corps and I had a Hispanic chick, right? Tell me, she's like half black, half Spanish. So her cousin was black. That Jeffrey Dahmer ate my cousin. I said, bitch, get out of here. Who you think you talking to? And then he said his name. Her cousin was on the list. She was from Milwaukee. I just believe her. Her cousin did get eaten by Jeffrey Dahmer.
He got his little.
I was like, damn.
He got his little sassy self sauteed, huh? Got his little sassy self sauteed.
I said, bitch, get out of here. Don't try to make up some shit to get some clout around here. It came up. I said, damn, her cousin was that cousin did eat it. Jeffrey Dahmer did eat her cousin.
But there's a real serious, heavy, pressing matter that we do need to touch on real quick, however long we talk about it. And that is this mess with this Gorilla Glue girl. This Gorilla Glue girl. Why are they calling her the Gorilla? Okay, let's look at this Jeffrey Dahmer thing first.
Who the who the hell is Gorilla Glue girl? Who the hell is that?
Heard about you ain't heard about the Gorilla? It's all over the nation right now. It's on every headline. The Gorilla Glue girl is taking the nation by storm. So they calling this woman the Gorilla Glue girl. She 40 years old.
What happened to Jeffrey Dahmer story?
I'm putting it up as well. I'm trying to load in it. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Okay, she's 40 years old. And what now?
No, about the glue. So go on, so before I get that on.
So she's 40 years old and she did what?
So this 40-year-old black woman, they calling her Gorilla Glue girl when she's 40 years old. She used some Gorilla Glue spray to hold down her baby hair like a holding spray, and you know that stuff is permanent. It glued her hair to her scalp. Her hair, then she couldn't move her hair for over a month, and she done raised over $15,000 for some GoFundMe so she can go get some surgery so they can get her hair back right. And all of this, she got over 700,000 followers behind this dumb mess. So
wait, hold on, wait. She glued her head to her scalp.
Keith, you know how women's hair might be frizzy, and they'll use like a little gel to hold it down, that holding gel. She used Gorilla Glue instead of holding gel. She used Gorilla Glue. And she done got all this money and a bunch of followers. So just stupid now. But see, this is the thing. Because I remember this specifically. Gorilla is Italian slang for a black woman. So the fact that this is Gorilla Glue, I'm wondering, like, what type of psyop is really at play here? Because we all just looking at it like, oh, it's just her. No, all of this stuff is a psyop, y'all. Every single thing that gets publicity is to take away from our humanity. They show black women looking like hoes and tramps. They show black women doing the dumbest things. When some of the smartest women, some of the smartest people on this planet are black women. Y'all remember that movie, Hidden Figures? It was black women that did the calculations so NASA could get a space shuttle out of the Earth's atmosphere. It was black women that did that.
I know, but
yet
of course, but yet they're gonna keep showing this. Yes, this is to destroy our humanity. Yes, though, I agree. Go ahead. Exactly.
So I just wanted to get the family to pick this. It's always a hidden agenda. They always playing chess while we playing checkers. Every single thing is a chess move.
I actually heard about this particular one, but I didn't really go into details and I don't know what was going on with her or why she was using a gorilla glue. But I think
I ain't heard nothing about it.
I think it was trending.
Shit.
All the day before. I think it was actually trending yesterday, all the day before. She actually comes from Louisiana.
Look at her eyes.
I'm glad I didn't hear nothing about it.
She looked crazy. Look at her eyes. She crazy as all outdoors. Look at her eyes. Buck eyes crazy.
and I see that she's from Louisiana.
This all kind of retarded nigga shit. This is exactly what you call nigga shit. It's like some hood rat nigga shit. And that's why like you said, that's why this is being emphasized and given and allowed to blow up. It's to destroy the black woman's image. You know, this hood rat nigga shit. See, this represents black women. They stupid as hell. They'll put Gorilla Glue because their heads all fucked up. It's shit crazy.
But from what I see, she goes by the name Arteska Brown. She says she posted a story on her TikTok explaining what had happened when she ran out of her hairspray. She decided she mistakenly used a Gorilla Glue spray adhesive in place of her actual hairspray. She said her plight went viral in February after she revealed that her hair had been stuck in the same style for a month since she substituted her usual go-to-be glued spray with the industrial strength glue when she ran out of, I believe, her hairspray. And she decided she would be. My hair.
I told you, black people crazy. This is like the goofy Negroes in Uganda taking bleach and shit. So it just don't make any fucking sense. This broad is
Look
crazy as
at
cat
this. She
shit.
got contacts in her
But she's been.
eyes.
Go ahead.
She got blue eye contacts. Blue eye contact. She got blue eye contacts. All this self-hatred nonsense. She got what was she? Next, she gonna be the
Man.
spokesperson for from damn cake soap or something. She gonna be
I
the
told
cake soap
Well, you know
spokeswoman
she's
and
a hood.
Gorilla
Well, you
Glue
know she's a hood rat.
expert.
You knew she's a hood. You knew she's a hood rat when you said the Gorilla Glue. But you knew she was a dumb hood rat. Where's she from? Like what part of the country she's from? I know she's from
Louisiana.
So
Louisiana. She's from.
Somewhere in Louisiana.
Louisiana. Louisiana. Oh, they ain't not no
And then
disrespect
check
to
this
men,
out, Keith.
but they ain't the brightest motherfuckers in the tool skid. Go ahead.
And
Unless
she's suing Gorilla Glue right now. She's suing Gorilla Glue. She's suing them.
How you gonna? You can't sue Gorilla Glue for you being stupid.
My hair has been like this for about a month now. It's not by choice. No, it's not by choice.
How you gonna sue Gorilla Glue that's right on the damn product? This is not for your hair. This is Gorilla Glue to make sure things stick. You can't sue nobody for you being a stupid hood rat, bitch. Listen, you can't sue nobody for you being a dumb hood rat.
She got fake eyelashes that look like bald eagle wings.
Eyelashes.
She got fake eyelashes. It look like bald eagle wings.
The blue eyes. Broad's a crack.
Man, if she bat her eyes 10 times in a row, she gonna cause a hurricane with the big old eyelashes.
Man, this is what you call. Oh man, they got this idiot all over. Like I said, representing black women. That exactly. This is chess. This is them destroying the black woman's image globally with this goofy ass hood rat putting Gorilla Glue on her goddamn head. This hood rat
They say that's her cousin
with the blue eyes, a fake ass eyelashes. Oh my god.
Nick said this her cousin. Y'all be easy.
Listen, that's her cousin.
I'm just
your cousin, Nick.
It don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move.
I'm telling you, you ain't got to tell nobody not to do it, dummy. They already know not to do it. You the dumb one that don't know. I'm telling you, this Gorilla Glue, you don't put this on your head. Listen, they already know it, dummy. You're not giving a PSA. You're not giving anybody a public service announcement, you dummy. They already know. They already know not to do it.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all don't do. Don't you ever gargle with no gasoline while you smoking a cigarette. Don't gargle with gas and smoke a cigarette.
That's what.
She said, get your cousin.
So that's what the wise. That's what the wise. You know, she has to put you on the science. How not to use just in case anyone is contemplating
She thinks she's making a PSA warning people not to do that. Not to, bitch, they tell you right there, don't do no stupid shit. It's around the damn bottle, you know.
Ladies, never put your nipples in a cigar cutter. Never.
And this broad is probably somebody's mama too. This goofy broad is probably somebody's mama.
She might
glue your head like that, mama. You glue your head like that.
She might be Trump's running mate in 2024. She actually has a sign. She might be Trump's running mate in 2024. Also when the next elections are come up. But nonetheless, moving on. We're all sharing what was happening. What did happen?
Hold on. Hey, you'll find her son fought her damn lead 20 years later. Trying to use some Gorilla Glue to remove his damn pubic hairs and shit.
They say they got a. They say there's an after picture now that she done got her hair taken out. She walking around here bald-headed now. The same. There's an after.
Oh my god! I have her skull is probably gone.
Monique says she's bald now.
Yeah, she got to be bald.
Well, she paid
So goofy ass.
$15,000. They said it was the plastic surgery procedure is gonna be $15,000. If they charged her
Better did.
$15,000 just to cut her hair bald, then she needs to slap that doctor and try to get that money back. Cause I could have cut her bald for $15K.
Well, they probably got to
Shoot,
cut a ball and do some shit to dissolve that glue on the top of her fucking skull. They got to dissolve that glue. That stupid ass broad. How can people be walking around like this? This chick is retarded. She's not
I tell
retarded.
you,
She's before you get retarded. She's
you know,
pre-tarded.
her hair stank bad. If it was a month without
Yeah,
her
say a month.
moving her
Yeah, a
hair,
month.
man, her hair smelled like
Oh,
chitlin buckets.
husband. She ain't got no damn husband.
She,
ain't nobody marrying this bride. This bride's a single
Married to
mama.
that gorilla glue. That's a her husband is gorilla glue.
This woman is a baby mama.
I don't know. I can see the other image of the after image, but there was there is not gorilla glue nuts. Edges a kitchen scalp. Okay, I didn't see
The
the
20
actual.
hour. She said the 20 hour. Cassandra said the 20-hour plastic surgery procedure. Hey, 20 hours. That ain't shit. She had that shit on for a month. That's worse. 20 hours. That's a breeze, damn it. She been walking around with that shit on her head for a month. 20 hours is like, man, I can do this. This ain't nothing. Yeah, I'm fucking with.
Yeah, and it seems like she has been getting. I think even there's some doctors that have called
I knew she had
surgeons.
some kind of kids. Yeah, of
They're
course she's gonna
saying,
be on there, Big Cheese, Ellen. They gonna be big enough, just like Zoe said. She gonna be Ellen or Wendy. Girl, how you didn't know not to put no gorilla glue on your head? You must have been tripping. Were you high that day? Were you mad because your baby daddy didn't give you no child support? Were you fucked up and high? Girl, you know I was kind of high and tripping off shit. I said, well, I got tired of my wig slipping off my fucking head. I said, let me, make it a little bit harder, put this extra glue on it. Fucking crazy.
this is the procedure. I do see a little bit of the images on the procedure. I think she had a doctor, someone working on her head right here, but I don't see the
Man, she
actual
got
images.
fake eyelashes, had a fake ponytail, got fake
Yeah.
eyes. She living a real fake life right by now.
Yep.
Yeah, and I see
40,
there's some even
40 and fake.
A real fake life that got real quick with that glue.
Yeah.
She lived a fake
She
life
did a
that
TV
got
show
real.
called 40 and Fake. Yeah.
sorry.
40 and Fake.
Everybody wants a hair like Michi, yeah.
Michi, yes.
Like BTS.
How do Michi X got hair?
I don't
I
know.
don't know
I'm
what the hair
also
looks
wondering.
like. I don't know. I think that's mixed
I know.
woman. That's like that mixed girl hair. I know Michi X is mixed, so it's probably mixed. Cause
I
her
know.
hair usually look a mess.
Yvette Carnell's hair look like a dog's ass. I know that. That shit that don't make
Yeah, but I
no
don't think she
sense.
mixed.
Like she
I don't think she mixed
and she
though. She's
tried.
just real light. I don't
Nah.
think she mixed.
Yeah.
If that's
She
just real
she
light.
tried to perm it or something. She tried to perm it and fried her hair all wrong.
Let's see some of Michi. I think that's Michi X hair right there. But
just don't play. Just don't go to. Hey Spike, do me a favor. Go to Michi X's goddamn page, her website, and play a little bit of her album.
this
I'm the black woman. Yeah, you ain't. Oh, that's when we argued. Yeah, that's when we argued, Zoe. We put, hey, Spike, go to MeechieX.com. What's up? Was it the real Michi X? I put up a joke. Go to Google, Spike, and say the real MeechieX.com or Michi X. Yeah, and you'll hear music. It's probably still. Oh man, so you're gonna be laughing at something. We need to get together, and you niggas need to come along. This poetry is worse than that Chick Spikes had up there that day on the Express
That
show.
was on.
Hey, let me
The one
tell you.
performing at the state. You're talking about the one performing at the inauguration. There was one performing at the inauguration talking about justice.
Yeah,
and,
but I ain't talking about her, but just go to meetgx.com. The real MeetGX, whatever. Just go to visit meetgx.com and the real MeetGX. I think because Boys Watkins stole her damn name for her website. This goofy brother.
I think I saw a video. She was going in on the album of buying.
Yeah, it's a poetry album, but she's singing, be hollering, la, 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 and we need to get real. Take the steel and get your butt in the field and say la la, and nigga don't you tie. Like, what the hell she talking about? Top of that album was $29.95. Who bought this shit? I'm real proud about my album. Mike probably bought that shit. Mike like poetry. Mike like poetry.
That might have been.
Mike probably bought that
might have been Mr. X. That might have been Mr. X who bought the album, not myself.
Mike like poetry. That's it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, now go to the music section. It should say something about music on that. Go to the music section somewhere on that shit.
Spikes, did you say Mr. X is Meechy X's brother?
No.
Spikes,
I'm just saying
Mr. X is Meechy X's brother.
I said no.
I'm just saying I'm not the one who bought the music. Revolutionary. Let me see revolutionary.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, play those revolutionary tracks from this Polish woman. Play these revolutionary tracks from this Polish woman. Spike like poetry. Go ahead and play that crazy shit, Spike.
Let me see if I can get to play any of a little bit of
Spike gonna say, man, this the real deal here. This is real poetry. Y'all better stop. Sleeping on Meechy X. I think you just gotta push play. I remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it on the platform. I do not see. Let me see.
There's somewhere to play that shit unless you stop people joke. Everybody was clowning on that shit. You gotta push play somewhere on that shit. I can't somewhere to push play.
I do not see where. I wanted to hear the beat of a rap that has been put on. She has put on.
Just click on the picture somewhere. Click on that damn picture. Something. There's some way to play that goofy shit, man. I played it. I can't remember how to. I played that shit. We laughed our ass off that day. I played that crazy shit. The rap and the cat in the hat. And the hat said, "Black man, I'm Meechy."
Well, you should be able to find some of it on YouTube if you can't get it to play right there.
Yeah, it has to be here. It has to be.
I don't think it's on YouTube. No. I don't think she put it on YouTube. It's on there. It's not on YouTube. She only put it specifically on her goofy ass album. Her goofy ass website. Because I couldn't find it on YouTube. I had to go on the website.
Okay, then I can't find where to play it from for some reason.
I know you got to go on the website. The website you got to go on it and hit play. There's a play button in there. I don't know why you can't never read websites. There's a play button. I bet if I had my computer, I'd pull it up and play that goofy shit. That shit's on there. She ain't stopped that goofy shit. Let people get samples so they can buy that goofy shit.
Okay, I found it here.
Cat in the hat. Yeah.
The black woman coming together.
There you go.
Yo, no time for whining. White supremacy keep lying. Those lies we keep buying while our lives keep declining. Yeah, we only worried about shining. Fine wine and diamonds. More like 6 feet under, box cloaked in fine linen. How the hell is that winning? Our bodies used as commodity and disposal. So here's my proposal. I'm calling a truce to our kings we salute. Let's strap up our boots and go all out for truth. No more division, only alliance. Till death do us part. Let's get free or die trying.
That's a ceasefire on now.
That just one. Now go to the next one. We got here one with the bad music with her rapping. That's just some goofy poem. It's worse when she starts singing. It got drums beating. She goes, Allah, yeah. You're like, what the hell's going on? We gotta get to the part where it's singing. There it is.
That actual fact, busting back, watch your back. It's that on sight. It's that time to fight.
And then she's about to put Cardi B on the remix for that one.
Walker says she never heard this. We play.
What this? A 50-year-old trap rapper. 50 years. This somebody grandmama trap rapping around here.
They'll come, they'll come.
50-year-old trap rapper.
Separate their lives in love and hate. You ain't my brother because of color.
She said all the subscribers bought that goofy shit.
The music. I might just block this particular broadcaster because of the problem might have some copyright.
That's good, Spike. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. You don't do no more of that goofy shit. It doesn't that shit copyrighted. Nobody copyright that goofy shit. But I'm saying, I did a show like a year ago. Like almost not a year, but I'm playing that crazy ass shit. That album is the worst. I think Zoe giving her a step up, calling her a trap rapper. I don't think she even that good. Got trap mouse rapping.
Man, I don't know what she doing. She needs to stop.
she said it's a success. Everybody, thank everybody for thinking my album was great. I know I put a lot of work and effort in this. No, she ain't stopping. She in the album. She in the studio cutting another one. She said. Spike likes poetry.
I'm just saying that might be like there might be more of that coming, like the movies that
that's
hidden.
I'm a rapper and slapper.
That's poetry.
And slapper the hat.
That's poetry with that's poetry. That's poetry with emphasis on the pole.
A cat in a hat to slap the Mac, and the Mac said whap. I know I wanted to play some more, but Spike ain't gonna play. He's still gonna get taken down. I don't think we get taken down for that because it ain't no. I played the whole album that one day. That shit was hilariously bad. It was so bad. Oh my God! Every track is worse than the next one. It is. I mean, it is horrible. And she's about, you had such a great success. Are you insane, lady? She said her subscribers about that crazy shit. Oh man, that shit was so hilarious. That day I did that show, I was crying, laughing. It was so bad. Listen,
that would be.
Is this a parody? What's going on?
That would be probably the same as getting to go and buy the Ogun spray. It's same.
Yeah.
Same
I don't
kind
know.
of thing.
I might buy the Ogun spray if I buy that shit. At least I can put some use to the Ogun spray. I can't get no use out of that wacky shit. I can't get no use. I can't get no use out of that wacky shit, Spike. Go ahead.
I see a comment by Melanie Dwyer saying same-sex relationships are now illegal in Angola. I haven't seen that particular one. I don't know what's going on with that, but I also check it up and see because in Botswana they had tried.
Now, in Angola, what? See, they're moving up the damn coastline. I gotta look that up. I don't know if that's true or not. I gotta look that up, Melanie. Or I gotta look that up because they wanted to bring it up the coastline from the south. See, Botswana, because they bought the judges, the people said, hell no. They told the judges to go kick rocks. We're not going to allow these motherfuckers to bring this shit into Botswana because you got white people who have now moved into Botswana. And they bring that same shit with them. So a lot of people know you got a lot of white people that moved from South Africa and Namibia into Botswana. So you got a bunch of them bastards in there, and they try to buy up the courts, and the courts accepted, and the people say, oh, we not accepting none of this shit. We didn't approve none of this. So Botswana, I think, overturned what the judges said. We didn't vote for no damn transgender and homosexual shit up here in here. Angola is so corrupt, they might have got paid off by somebody. It's so corrupt.
I see. From what I see is that they did decriminalize the same-sex conduct, and from also what I see is that there is no legal recognition of a same-sex couples in
Wow,
Angola.
you know why? You got a bunch of white people that moved into Angola. A bunch of white people that moved into Angola. I mean, a bunch. So to placate these white people that moved back into Angola, they brought the homosexuality. Always. Get a bunch of white people, what you gonna get? That's why South Africa is rampant with that shit. And
That is
America's rampant with that shit.
I think that is
Wow.
the
It's in
LGBT.
Angola. Wow. That means it's gonna go to the Congo. It's gonna go right up to Cameroon. Man. Well, anyway, you got the French speaking. It's already in the French speaking African countries. Because that's what the French are known to doing, butt breaking Africans, fuck them in the butt. That's part of the culture. When they were fighting Africans, they fuck them. So that's why you always in the go ahead, Mike. What you saying?
No, I'm saying, Bombi Danfa was saying, I think in Gabon it's legal, and I think they decriminalized homosexuality in Gabon 20.
So Gabon, exactly. So Gabon is
20.
right next to the Cameroon. So, and you come all these, and Gabon was a French colony. So all these, I already know it's in the French colony because they used to fuck these black dudes. That's part of the culture. That's part of the culture. That's why you look at these you look at the French black music scene, it's full of queers and faggots and homosexuals. Just like Nakamura, every bit I look at a bunch of homos in that shit.
The Gabonese, Bombi Danfa says the Gabonese president is also allegedly homosexual, and perhaps that might be correct. There's something also I want to touch on. But there's something also I want to touch on that I almost forgot, and this has to do with the Chinese people, because the government, or really the China, is trying to promote education to drive boys to make them more manly. They did say that there is a problem with the Chinese boys, and they feel that these particular Chinese boys have lost their masculinity, and they are weak, and they are weak. Now, same perhaps in Africa, we should also be focusing on countering the feminization agenda that has been put in place.
But you got exactly because you got homosexuality coming in, making men less manly.
Yeah.
This is the crazy thing. So earlier, when you guys were talking about China and Africa and how the Africans don't do anything to assert themselves over the Chinese, I was gonna say that the Chinese are gonna mandate a penis reduction on the African continent and all of the countries that they run things because of their jealousy of the Africans' manhood. And that sounded like I was joking when I said that.
I'm sorry, Joe. I was trying to ask. Oh yeah, I'm trying to ask my boy South. Man, when I went to South Africa, I think South Africa is worse than America. I do. I think America's bad. I do. I think South Africa's worse. I think South Africa, this shit is all on y'all. That shit is blatant. I mean, it's on our TV, but not like it is in South Africa. God damn, you can't turn the TV without that whole ass shit. I mean, in America too, but not on that scale. Of course, European. Hey man, South Africa blew. Listen,
no.
South Africa blew my mind. South Africa, motherfucking grown ass man with booty shorts on TV. Go ahead, Zoe.
Let's reverse engineer that real quick. So you say it's real rampant in South Africa. We see it somewhere here in America. Now we know that the Jewish contingency is the ones promoting this. The same thing there in South Africa. South Africa is a satellite of Israel. So that's who's actually behind all this homosexuality. Period. Point blank.
That's true. You can't say that. That's true. That's exactly. That's true.
Because
they want to start the pornography business.
That might be anti-Semitic.
Exactly. You're gonna see, and we're not being anti-Semitic. That's the truth. They push the shit in America, South Africa, and they want. The reason why they push it out to Africa is they want to make the African man weak, so he will not fight for the land that they want to steal. So they're gonna try to normalize this fucking behavior since Africans, they're kind-hearted and nice. and not gonna want to fight. So that disrupts the culture. Remember, that's why they went to Kenya, because they know Kenyans fought. You know, the Kenyans actually fought. South Africans, they never really had no fucking war against this no good beast. They let Nelson Mandela goofy ass out of prison. All that dumb shit. The Kenyans and the Tanzanians and they actually fought. They had to go to war with this no good cracker, because they had them all locked up in concentration camps. And the Kenyans went to war and defeated these motherfuckers. Straight combat, just like in Zimbabwe. Straight combat. So the State Department said, you know what? We got to figure out how can we turn the Kenyan man into a faggot? That's a fact. That's not me speaking high. We did that with Spike. Spike said, why would they want to do that?
I understand.
They weren't doing it all over Africa. That's why it's in Botswana. That's why it's in Angola. Why they want to do that?
I understand, of course, that of course reduces the population because people want to marry, having a same-sex marriage, and of course, the numbers will be a decline in the.
It perverts the culture, not just same-sex marriage. It perverts the culture. Go ahead, Zoe. Go ahead.
Exactly. But it goes deeper than that too, because when you think back about the Kerner Commission, so the Kerner Commission identified the issues within America as far as the number one threat to America being the disparity and poverty within the black community, as far as blacks being systematically deprived of benefits. But instead of the government using that information to address the issue, they flipped it to further tighten the screws on us and justify policing the black community more and creation of the 94 crime bill. Exactly.
Yeah. And benign neglect. Exactly. So that's when you see the rise in homosexuality in the black community. You say, oh, always here was not. It was not. It was not. These are copy and paste that the Ashkenazim put all over the planet, coming to a place near you. That's why they had Bobby Wine running for the presidency in Uganda. Say, yes, we're going to allow transgender and pedophilia. You can dress up in women's drawers in Uganda. Hey, what? Yeah, you can put on women's panties and shit. What the hell kind of shit? They completely destroy the African culture, because this is antithetical to African people globally. Always has been. Always has been. So when they allowed in South Africa, here in America, the African has always been the one that always pushed back on the shit. The African, us. And then we're supposed to be ridiculed and made to be not enlightened, because we say, no, we don't accept this wicked ass shit. We don't accept it. But they want to tell you you're going to be more cosmopolitan now if you think a man and a man can suck each other's dicks and fuck each other in the ass. You're not as cosmopolitan, Spike, if you think this stuff nasty by putting another man's hairy balls in your mouth. You're not being cosmopolitan, Spike.
It has been shown. It has been painted as being trendy. Especially Hollywood has actually made it seem as if that is a thing for the African youth. And you do find so many people being misled by that, by the film, especially the film. They have used the film and also social media.
Yeah, we're bigger. Yeah, we're bigger in America. You're right, but the population of homosexuals is not as big. Right? It's only like 3% here. Yes. But in South Africa, man, that shit is running rampant. Somebody turn on some South African TV when you get a chance and watch that shit. See if you don't think you're looking at some goddamn porn. And listen, if Zoe and them had South African TV playing on his boy's car inside the damn dash, the headboard of his car, they locked their ass up.
That wasn't a deal. That wasn't a deal. So might
remember. Say, what is this shit? Hey, it's South African TV. What is this shit? It's South African TV. If you don't turn this shit off, we're gonna lock your ass up. Turn this shit off.
Yeah, Zo might have said that was the South African TV. But nonetheless, we're almost winding up our family. But I wanted to remind us to just share these two books that we mentioned earlier on the show. Maybe someone can also get to check them out if you would like to know a little bit more of the history to do with the people of the fighters in Zimbabwe.
Hold on, Spike, before you play it, but let me say, whether we're in South Africa or America or wherever, we know it's the Ashkenazi, and they're doing it to us. No matter where we're at, the whole thing is to put it all over the continent and have black people accept these perversions. Whether we be in South Africa, whether we be in Kenya, whether we be in Angola, whether we be in Botswana, whether we be in Ethiopia, whether we be in Ghana, whether we be in Gambia, whether we be in Brazil, all places where you find African people, this is going to be the new norm. This is the attack. Okay? This attack to make you girly boys, girly men. But why are they doing it to the Asian man? Why is there such a big push on African people? Because I told you were always the pride. I don't give a fuck about no Asians and all these other people. Always was to subvert African people so I can genocide you niggas off the planet. So while you keep worshiping white people and all this old idiocy, they have not stopped from their goal to genocide us off the planet by any means necessary. So you putting your dick in the butt of another man, hey, that causes more genocide. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. That's why the homosexuals get more benefits here in America. I'm a homosexual. Oh, how much money do you need?
That is them getting their promise from Biden. And I want to share with us these two books. But before then, let me also get maybe some closing remarks from from Akira and so as we wind up. We started late today, but we will be
Much love, family. Make sure everybody pound that like button. Also, I'm gonna contact the rest of the individuals about the Tanzania trip. I haven't gotten around to who's ever left. Like I said, you have a wonderful time. You know, I'm sorry, I'm laughing about the whole thing in Angola. I find that completely disturbing. As soon as they let the white people immigrate, the Portuguese immigrate back into Angola, this is what you get. Should have known it was coming, because over the last 3 or 4 years, you've had an influx of white people back into Angola. Influx. Because I told you, white people don't never want to leave Africa. They tell you Africa is bad while they sitting there chilling and shit, right? They don't want you to leave. Oh, Spike, play this one video before we leave. In with this, Spike. In with this video, please. Let me send it to you. Give me a second. Go read the comments, Spike.
Also give us your closing remark, Zoe, as we almost wind up. Okay.
Go ahead, Zoe. Did we lose Zoe?
I don't know if you still have Zoe. Okay.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey.
I can hear y'all. Okay, it must just be a real long delay. Basically, I just want to say that we need to start and continue to recognize the chess moves that are being made against us consistently on multiple arenas. You know what I'm saying? As far as the legislation that's being passed, nothing is being passed that's beneficial for us. Everything that is being passed is beneficial to our open enemies and to other groups that actually take away from us. So as a result, the legislation that is being passed is anti-black community, and we need to pay attention to that, because they're trying to deprive us of everything that we've gained up to this point, because the way that they look at it, everything we have, we're not supposed to have. When you have employment, you have a job, exactly. what you're doing by being employed is that, now see, if you don't have a job, they'll say, you lazy niggas don't want to work. But if you do get a job, then you done stole a job from one of their family members. You see what I'm saying? So one way or another, there's no winning when we interacting with these folks. We need to recognize that.
You got that stomped down. They're trying to legalize where we have to be raped by these. The straight black men don't have the right to say no to not being raped. That's real. That's where it's coming. I told you with the Genuine thing 3 years ago. Genuine said, "Listen, man, I don't kiss you. I'm not a man." On that Big Brother UK or Big Brother Europe. When the transgender said, kiss me, genuine, just kiss me, I like you. Kiss me. Say, man, I don't kiss no men. No, you're transphobic. Oh, they tried to shame his ass for not wanting to be with a man. As if he was wrong. And that's right. They do only for black men. They say that because they want to butt break your ass. They want to break you as a straight black man because you procreate the future warriors on this planet. And that's what's coming back. Future warriors to take back this planet. But go play the video, Spike.
Let me share the video as we wind up. Let me share the video as we wind up, and I want to.
Yeah, I want to share the video because that's where we're gonna be. We're gonna be over. He's actually in Pagy. We're gonna be in this very spot and parts of our trip to Tanzania. Like I said, they keep telling you go back to Africa, but when I told you when I used to go, I used to find their ass there. And then you go back to Africa, and when you go back, their ass is there. So go back and go and play it, Spike.
Hey,
but everybody see this. Look who's in Africa, enjoying Africa.
Africa. So, while y'all sitting around waiting and thinking that Africa's a jungle and it's a place that is not up to par and ain't developed and all, let's just check out who really loves Africa. We're in a cafe here, fam. Cafe here, and you see some have escaped COVID coming over to Zanzibar, getting away from their countries that are locked down. Yeah, I want y'all to take a look at this. While y'all locked down, some people realize it's not alive when it comes to, it's all a sham when it comes to COVID. People have escaped their countries, come on over here to Africa. People have decided that they're going to live a life of freedom, no masks, no washing your hands, no lockdowns. And this is what we have.
Crack a chicken leg, please.
Think that Africa is a place that is lost in time. But y'all take a look at the people. Take a look at everybody chilling. Take a look at all those who sitting by here enjoying the beach, your motherland. Your motherland. We are here in Zanzibar and Pajab, one of the beautifulest white sand beaches out here. Take a look at this. You walk out here, family, so that y'all can see. Everybody want to keep talking about white people. Where are you? Where are you? These are people who's come from their countries. There's people who's talking about relocating. People talking about leaving their cold weather country. I tell you, Africa is the central place for Europeans to come for their vacations during the winter. This is where they come. We must understand this. It's a tourist area, but it's a beautiful area. Right behind me is the village of one of the places called the Soul, where I will be buying a piece of property. And y'all will see that transaction happen. But you gotta understand what's going on. We got our Maasai brother right here. What's up, my brother? All right. One Maasai tribes is out here. When you look at this right here, I want y'all to take a look. Up and down this coast. You swear you're in Europe.
You're a tropical clown.
Continent of Africa, off the shore, Zanzibar Island. is on the east side, the east of the island. Yes. That's where you get, family. So, I'm doing a video because I'm tired of the excuses. First thing people want to talk about is the Zungus. Oh, the Zungus are there. Yeah? Where are
That's
you?
the very beach you're going to be on, right by the soul.
Where are you to? What you doing? Why aren't you enjoying a piece of this? Because they just here for a moment, then they leave, go back home. They come out here for their vacation. They got places right outside of here to rent. $250 a month. $300 a month. And all this is yours. 24/7. You so choose. Look at the color of that water. It's another spot you can live in. Listen to the crashing waves. Yeah. The beauty of Africa. 24/7 sunlight. The heat. It's all here for you, fam. It's an awesome place to be. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.
And that is, of course, on the eastern side of Zanzibar. And I do believe that that would be really, really one of the interesting places. We were not able to go to that particular place last year, but we're hoping this particular year we can be able to go back and, visit Paji. And of course, as a Black Watch Far family, we are in enough. And of course, I want to thank you so much, Zo, for joining us.
Was that
Sorry?
was that Brother Keston's brother? Was that Brother Keston's brother right there?
No. He goes by the name. His channel is Go Black to Africa, and he's doing the most. He's doing the most when it comes to showing what's good in Tanzania. We want to thank everyone that has joined us on this particular episode. Monique Hill, thank you so much. Keith, thank you for giving us this platform. Sister Nishpenda, Santi Sana. We did have Shepo Simono saying enjoy. And of course, Big Cheese, thank you so much for supporting the Black Watch Fire Network. Storm Down, we appreciate you. And your time joining us on this particular broadcast. We also did have Zero Mosquito, Bombi Damfa, Big Cheese again, Melanated Warrior, Sister Asha Walker. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Hair like final, skin like bronze. Thank you so much for joining us. And Sister Donna C, thank you so much to everyone that did join us on this particular episode. Even Sister Michelle El Zubair, Jim and Kondo, I saw you earlier. Kay Sandra, thank you so much for joining us. And also and everyone else that did join us on the show that I will not be able to mention everyone. Sister Portland Girl, thank you so much for joining us on the show as well. We trust that you are doing well, and also Zoe for being part of the Black Watch Fire Network and sharing your 2 cents on different matters with us on the Black Watch Fire Network. Make sure to check out Black Watch Fire Network website. It's www.blackwatchfirenetwork.com. And of course, till next time, I wish you love, peace, and light. I want to say kwaheri. That is a goodbye in Swahili. Unless you have anything else to add on to that, Zo. I guess maybe there's a bit of a lag.